Hi everyone and welcome back. In the 2020 real estate recap video, we spoke about how demand surged again in the last quarter of the year. A survey conducted by the aggregator NoBroker found that 82% of respondents were looking forward to buying a property in 2021. So let's have a look at 5 reasons why 2021 could be the right time to buy a house in India. The first reason is historically low home loan rates. Currently, the home loan rates start at 6.7 to 7% for most major private banks, which is the lowest it has been in quite some time. Further, given the effect of the pandemic on the economy, the RBI has kept the repo rate, the rate at which the RBI lends to banks, low and unchanged at 4%. This has a knock-on effect for consumers and could mean that these rates are unlikely to rise very soon. Further, if you account for the income tax benefits and deductions on interest, these rates come even lower. The second reason here is government incentives for real estate. We have already seen some states like Maharashtra and Karnataka give stamp duty benefits and the impact this has had on sales. In some cases, like that of Maharashtra, the stamp duty is still at a reduced rate of 3% till the end of the financial year. Further, the government also allowed for the purchase of properties at up to 20% below the circle rate without attracting income tax penalties. This is also valid till the middle of the year 2021. There are also benefits for affordable housing through the PM Awas Yojana. However, affordable housing is a big topic in itself and we will be covering that soon, so stay tuned for that. The third reason is that unsold inventory continues to remain a problem. Unsold inventory was already a problem in major urban markets like Mumbai, Pune and NCR, and the pandemic only made this problem worse. Developers were forced to postpone launches and work on removing existing unsold inventory. A PropTiger report suggests that in 2020, supply remained limited because of postponed launches and unsold inventory in the top 8 cities declined by about 12%. Although inventory decreased a bit in 2020, the average inventory overhang increased to around 47 months. The average inventory overhang is an estimate of how long it would take a developer to sell all their existing unsold inventory at current sales frequencies. So 47 months would be almost 4 years for a developer to sell out all their inventory at the current rate of sales. While Mumbai and Pune have most of this stock at 55% combined, the inventory overhang in the NCR market was reported as 72 months or 6 years. These also happen to be the markets where there is pressure on prices to come down with no significant price growth in 2020. As a consequence of this, home affordability is also higher, especially in cities with stagnant prices and unsold inventory. This also follows the overall trend of housing affordability improving in the top 8 real estate markets of India in the last decade. The fourth reason is the impact of work from home. The lack of a commute and the increased time spent at home has changed home buyers' preferences. A survey by PropTiger in December 2020 showed that 78% of respondents were looking to purchase a new home and that 47% of them even said that they were looking for a larger home. We spoke about hybrid working models in a previous video, and reports suggest that with companies looking to have about 15 to 25% of their staff working remotely, people would look to move to the peripheries of cities for a better lifestyle at a lower cost. This is also supported by data from a PropTiger report, which shows that the top 10 localities in India by demand were all on the outskirts of major cities like Mumbai and Pune. Finally, the last reason is that supply might rebound again later this year. We already mentioned how developers were already having inventory and liquidity issues before the pandemic, which only caused them to postpone new launches. Reports show an overall decline in supply in most Indian cities in 2020. Most cities saw an increase in supply in Q4, and the overall supply also increased by 12% compared to the last quarter of 2019. Given measures like the reduction in construction premiums in Maharashtra, which would affect two very large markets in Mumbai and Pune, we could see developers encouraged to plan new launches again in 2021, which would increase the supply. As the market revives and supply potentially increases again, there could be more pressure on prices or at least a limiting of the price rise. Another point I wanted to raise, made by Ruchir Sharma at Morgan Stanley, is that property is often seen as a hedge against inflation. Given the way the global economy has used spending and debt to get out of heavy recessions, we could see inflation making a comeback in 2021. This could also play into buyers' preferences when looking for properties. Alright, everyone, thank you for listening. Given the uncertainty with the economy and jobs, these 5 reasons could possibly be for those people who already have some level of stability or were looking to make a purchase. However, I hope these reasons gave you some insight into how the Indian property market might develop in 2021. Further, the budget for this year will be coming out very soon, and there are a lot of expectations that it could have measures to boost the real estate industry. I would suggest that you have a look, and hopefully we will be covering that here soon as well. Thank you, and please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content.